Okay, so we are live. Hi guys. I want to remind everybody before we get to discussing the show we have about how many more days? 4 more days until Rowan's birthday. So if you guys have not donated yet,
3.
make sure you do. I think we've raised almost $400 so far that's been donated in her name, so that's pretty awesome.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I got an email on that. So I think first of all, I think the first thing we're going to talk about is Girl Meets Rah Rah. We're going to touch on that. I mean, there's not going to be a lot really to touch on with that one because it was a filler episode. But I liked it. I thought that there were some funny moments in it. And I like seeing the girls dance. That was pretty cool.
Same.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
I thought it was there was a tweet from Michael Jacobs like 6 months ago whenever they're about to film it. It was like, I know I promised that they weren't going to dance or sing, but they're really good. And so now I got to see it, and I really liked it too. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
It was a really good way to incorporate Austin and Allie too from that show. I thought that was the best way to incorporate them in a crossover. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I liked seeing them too. I totally forgot. Wanted to let everybody know. Kendra is not with us tonight. She had to do something else, so she is not here tonight. But she did give me her thoughts. She loved Topanga and Roar of Terror too, and loved that it showed her a new motherly side of her. She thought that was nice to see. Yeah, there was a lot of Topanga in that episode, and I have to say I personally liked that.
I did too. We haven't seen a whole lot of it, so it's good to see those episodes where she's used more frequently.
Yeah. I gotta put the mentions up. I thought it was funny. I think one of the most realist parts of the episode was when the parents were stealing the candy, because I remember my dad doing that as a kid. I thought that was funny because Topanga even took it from Corey, and you wouldn't expect that because usually Corey's the one that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 So I thought that was cool.
Overall,
I liked it. I like seeing Augie too. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah. No, you're good. So a couple things I liked about it. I really like it when they reference jokes they used before in episodes. So I really liked the party starting at 10 and Riley's. It starts at 10.
I know.
But that's also a reaction from one of my favorite episodes. So I love that, and then I liked the doy joke, how they kept using it in a lot of different places. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah. I also got to put on here. Yeah, I liked that we saw Augie again. I like seeing him. You know what else I liked? And I didn't catch on to this, but Seth did. They had Ava talk into the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And say, if they just write me this way, it's my character or whatever it was she said.
Yeah, it was really funny.
And I like that because that little girl has gotten so much bashing. The people used to just bash the heck out of her on our Facebook.
Yeah.
To the point that we were actually contacted about removing one of the posts we had up one time. I'm not going to go into any more detail, but it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I think she's cute and funny, and I like her scenes with Topanga. Sorry, I gotta fix my camera.
I liked it when she started reading her own stage directions, and then Augie mentioned it, like, you're reading your own stage directions. I thought it was funny. I thought it was really good writing. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. What else?
What did you guys think of the episode? Casey and Alexis, what did you guys think of the Halloween episode?
I gotta say, I really did love that episode. I loved how they had the Austin and Ally crossover in it, and the dancing, and I honestly loved the outfits that Sabrina and Rowan were wearing. That episode was absolutely amazing. I liked it.
Same. I really liked the singing and how they danced and stuff, and what also is funny is the cartoon part where, I don't know, the writers might have got a little high, like that's what everyone's saying. Maybe they got high or something, so they decided to write the cartoons in. I thought that was kind of funny, though. So, that was good.
So did any of you guys watch Invisible Sister?
I
Yeah.
did. I watched it earlier.
I had it on. I thought, from what I could see, I thought that it was good.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I saw the second half and thought what I saw was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was cool seeing Rowan in a different role, other than Riley.
Yeah.
Like, it actually showed her acting abilities. Not to say that Girl Meets World hasn't, but it was something different that she's worked with. Like, she wasn't the goofy, normal, or the goofy, like, nerdy, bubbly type character that she plays.
Yeah. So it shows her ability to act as other characters. Yeah, I agree.
And I also think that the girl playing her sister was perfectly casted as well. She kind of reminds me. That girl kind of reminds me of Demi Lovato's little sister, Maddie. I know that's random, but she does. Somebody said, will we see Amy and Alan? Amy or Alan for any upcoming holiday episodes? I'm not sure, but I'd imagine.
I would assume so. Part of me kind of expects another big reunion episode as part of graduation because I just think that makes sense. But maybe not. I definitely think we'll see Alan and Amy again. I don't know how frequently we'll see
Those
them.
people
Talking to stop.
Who are those people?
People.
From where?
Santa's Girl Meets World. Leave.
Okay. Just asking.
I just lost my train of thought. Now, I'm wondering about Joshua because I'm sure everybody's heard that Uriah Shelton was in a really bad motorcycle accident that almost killed him.
I know. I was sad.
And he literally just got out of the hospital and is still, like, rehabilitating. So I'm wondering if Josh is even going to be in the New Year's episode now. I'm thinking he probably won't.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're filming that, like, next week.
Yeah, I don't see him being. I bet you that's going to be changed. So who knows? Maybe they'll put Alan and Amy in there.
I hope they do. They might do it. They might incorporate the car accident or something with it. That might talk about it as a motorcycle.
They could. I hope we don't see a Josh recasting for that episode because kind of like that one episode where they recast Harley in Blooming's World. I hope we don't see that with this episode.
No.
If you've seen Blooming's World and you'll know that I'm referencing, but it's just there's just one episode where it was someone else as Harley and it was kind of weird.
I don't think they should do that.
Somebody on Facebook said, I hope as Girl Meets World goes on, we get more Augie storylines. He seems to only pop in once or twice an episode now. I agree. I like Augie. I think he brings the comedy to the to the storylines, and there's so much more that they can work with him now because he is getting older. So I think we'll see more of him because the fans love him. I know that. And the kid is cute as ever, and because like I saw him in real life, and he's so cute. So should we go on to Girl Meets Rah Rah?
Before I do that, did anyone else see Sabrina's post this morning for Sarah's birthday?
See what?
I did not.
I did.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Sarah.
She posted it, and she
Happy birthday.
happy
It is her birthday today. I did not.
She said she was 19 because she said, "I'm glad you were in my life for 19 years," and saying that she was 19. Saying that.
Well, I think she is 19.
No, not Sabrina. Sabrina said it to her.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm confused. I have to pull that up because I'm.
Sabrina
Was that on
said
Instagram?
Sarah. Yeah, on Instagram. Sabrina said it to Sarah.
I thought Sarah was younger. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, Sarah's like.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
She's 19.
I love Sabrina. She's so funny.
I know.
Like, she has a personality. Like, she's not as, like, damaged. Obviously, she's not damaged like Maya is, but her personality is like Maya's.
She's so awesome in real life.
And the girl knows how to take the race. Like, I took two selfies with her, and it's so funny. She was like the one. She was like pointing to me, and then the other one was just like a regular selfie.
I wasn't able to take any selfies, fortunately, at the concert. Okay, now get
Yeah, her post is cute. Sabrina and Sarah look a lot alike.
Yes, they do.
So let's talk about Girl Meets Rah Rah, because I don't know.
Yeah.
I love that episode. I like the message that it's sent, telling people, you know, don't give up on what, if you want to be something, don't let people, like, get in the way of that.
Yep.
I love that.
Honestly, I love the transition it was between Cleo on her Invisible Sisters, and right after it was Girl Meets World with Riley. I love that transition. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the different characters.
Yeah, that's. I don't know why it was funny. You're gonna see two Rowans.
I love how Maya was there with Riley through the whole process. Even though Maya was like, "You've done this over and over again. You always hurt yourself when you do this, because not physically, but like emotionally. But she's still there anyway."
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. I love how Zay was used in this episode. This episode and Riley Town, I have absolutely loved Zay and all the lines that he delivers.
Same.
And I'm really glad that he's become kind of a semi-regular, meaning not like he's in every episode, but he's in a lot of them, and I really like that.
I like that one too. I loved how, like, you had them, like, telling her to quit, and then after a while Maya stole the bell, and they wouldn't let her ring the bell and let her keep going instead of trying to get her to quit.
Yeah. I loved how they wrote Corey in the episode too, because there was a struggle between
I love that
The
part.
teacher and being a dad. Yeah, I love that too.
but they also started wanting to encourage her at the same time. I think that was really well written.
Yeah, I like that too. Because it's true. Like, a teacher is a different role as a parent, so when it was like, I thought that was really cool to see too. Trying to think of what else was in that episode. I liked that there was a scene with Topanga and Riley as well. 'Cause we don't
yeah, I love.
any of those.
No, that's actually this one.
So that was fun to see. Dude, I'm afraid we're gonna run out. I'm afraid we're gonna run out of topics to talk about tonight because we're not getting comments anywhere.
On Facebook.
Somebody on Twitter did say, "Girl Meets Rah Rah made me sad that there are real coaches who are not supportive. This episode was hard for Corey." Yeah. I'm trying to go. Let me go on Facebook.
One thing I liked about Rah Rah was I love the first classroom scene before Riley got there, when Lucas and Zay were just screaming out random answers to Corey's questions. I thought it was really, really funny.
Somebody said, "I watched Girl Meets Rah Rah, and I was wondering when the people kept throwing Riley, she didn't get hurt, did she?" Well, she hurt her butt in the one scene.
Yeah, because she had that ice that she set on. That was funny.
Somebody else said, "Girl Meets Rah Rah was really powerful. It showed Riley standing up for herself and showed her amazing support via parents and friends. I think we need to see more of Riley as the strong, not always weakling that needs help."
Yes.
I agree.
I think.
Casey, were you going to say something?
Just I think we will see that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and also there was a post that someone said, because the part where they were all, because all of them on Rah Rah where they're all walking out together, someone said the only ship we need is friendship. Who cares about the other ships?
I think that's good. I like that. But I still have my ships.
Somebody said, do you think that they will mention Riley being a cheerleader ever again?
That's what I'm wondering, because I would like to see references to that in the future if we're going to go in that direction. I don't want it to be this one-off episode where, she makes the squad as like this like backup fill-in cheerleader, but they never reference it again. But then I was wondering, okay, we're pretty much almost 2/3 of the way through season 2, and she just now became a cheerleader, and they're going to a new school next year. So is she going to be a cheerleader in high school? I'm not sure. I would assume so if that's how you're going with this now, but we'll see. I hope we see it again. I hope it's not a one episode she becomes a cheerleader and then she's never a cheerleader again, because I just don't think that would make any sense.
Let me see if you have any more comments. Not really. Ouch. Try to think. I also like that they had Augie. They had Augie tell her too that he was proud of her. That was really cute.
Yeah. I love the beginning of the episode where Corey runs in him to make her like, do you know what day it is? Like, maybe the friend can convince her not to try out. Mine was like, no. And Augie goes, then what good are you? I thought it was funny. I thought that was a really funny line.
Seth said, you would think a mother would be with their daughter. I think he likes the scenes with Topanga and Riley. I do too.
Yeah, I don't think we get to see him as much as I like. I would see more as they get older throughout the seasons and as the topics become, I don't want to say more mature, but like as you grow older, you deal with bigger issues, and so I would hope to see Topanga kind of help guide Riley through that process.
I'm going to make another post on Facebook, and I know that Seth is listening right now, so I'll probably remove the other ones later.
Well, hi, Seth. I'd ask him how you're doing, but I said hi, Seth. I'd ask him how he's doing, but I don't know if he can respond to me because he's not on the call.
He's listening. So I want to bring up, because I've been dying to talk about it again, because I know we've been talking about it like the last 3 weeks. Seth said, it's like Riley has no mom. It's that bad. I want to talk about, because I cannot wait for next week's episodes. I'm dying to find out what happens. Girl Meets Texas. Now, Dustin, you've been with me on this. The last couple weeks, you and I have thought that Lucas likes Maya, and he wasn't just saying it, which I agree. But I have noticed, and I don't know if you've picked up on this too, the last couple of episodes, that it's starting to seem like Maya likes him back.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
I mean, I do agree on that because I think Lucaya will happen in the short term.
So do I.
I agree with that. Does it happen after Texas? I don't know. Because I have no idea what's going to happen in Texas.
Well, based on the promos that we've been getting, it seems like something happens with Lucas and Maya, and people are like, well, it's probably just that they admit their feelings for each other. I don't think that's it, because in the promo last night, Sabrina said that something happens that changes Riley and Maya's friendship forever. So I think because, and I've been seeing Maya get bashed quite a bit. You know, she's a horrible friend and this and that.
How is she?
And what
But I don't think she would
What
try
did
to
she
hurt
do
Riley on
horrible?
purpose.
That's what I'm confused about. What has she done that's horrible at this point?
Maybe it isn't that bad.
I wish that people would sit down
And watch it.
And think.
and wait until it airs before they judge.
Mhm.
My theory is this, because I'm a girl, and I'm sure you younger girls are there. When the first time that a guy crushes on you, it's like everything.
I don't
And
know.
Maya is
No.
obviously because you're a guy, but I think Maya is starting to pick up on the fact that Lucas likes her, and it's like, oh, I actually have a boy that might like me, and I think it's igniting these feelings inside of her that she did not realize she had. And I also think at the same time Riley is going to realize that she only likes him as a brother. My theory on what's going to happen is this.
I buy that so far.
What
Sparkle and Riley,
Riley
I
is
see
going to be upset about is not the fact that they kiss, but the fact that they never came to her and was like, you know what, we like each other, this and that.
Do we know that happens, though? Do we know that that officially happens?
We don't. That's just my
The
theory.
writers.
And
That is just my theory. Wait, what?
I'm not
The
against...
writers.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know.
I'm not against that, but here's the thing. Disney Channel has a tendency to do promos to where make it looks like something more serious happens in the episode than actually does.
Example, Riley Town.
Case in point, Riley Town, where Riley has big secret. Well, it's not really a big secret. That promo blew that whole episode way out.
The writers made it sound tragic, dramatic too, so it's kind of.
That's true. I mean, I think that's the most logical guess. Is
I
that
told Steph. Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry.
so? I think that's very likely. I'm interested to see what happens. I don't know because see, it's interesting because I'm gonna be able to watch part 1.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this off. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to watch. See, I've got a lot of stuff going on next weekend, so I'm gonna watch part 1 and then part 2 and part 3. I'm not gonna be able to see live, so it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, that's
I'm
gonna
gonna stay
be.
off Twitter for like 4 days.
Because I also think that Riley likes Farkle.
I would agree with that, but I still think that we're gonna see the Farkle Smackle thing develop, and so I don't know if I think Riley Farkle thing's gonna happen now. But again, it goes back to I'd be okay if Riley didn't seriously date anybody for a while, right? She's just growing and figuring out who she is. However, supposedly Charlie's coming back, so that makes
He
sense.
is. There was a screenshot actually.
I go based off the writer tweets. I try not to look at screenshots.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
good thing is, I don't think Texas is on demand. Gonna be on demand.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's not.
As someone who has on demand, I'm telling you it's not. Which makes sense because A, it's a 3-part episode, and they only put 1 episode at a time. And B, because it's like the special thing they're doing
Yeah.
with how they put it together, they're not going to put it on demand, which is fine. I mean, I'd rather them not put it on there than them put like one of the random 3-part episodes on there.
Yeah. See, I think the writer's plan all along has been for her to end up with Farkle. But see, I think they're going another route. Because they have said time and time again, there's only one Corey and Topanga.
And
So
that's
if we're going with the main couple being the friend and whoever she likes, it's different than Boy Meets World, because with Boy Meets World, it was the main character and his crush or girlfriend or whatever, which was Corey and Topanga. Sean was always in the background. I think this time around it's going to be reversed. It's going to be Lucas and Maya in the forefront with Riley and her whatever love interest in the background.
See,
Well,
go ahead.
now we have 4 people down. Boy Meets World, we only had 3. So it might be a little bit different. Like, we might have, like, Riley Farkle in the background or something.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Shangela fans are going to come out of the woodwork. Don't say that. Don't say there are only 3. See. Here's the thing. I think. Granted, I don't know if they've got everything figured out from a relationship perspective because that changes as the story goes along. But I think if Riley's going to end up with someone at the end, I don't think it's someone that we know. I think it's someone she meets later on. Because I think if she ends up with Farkle long term and that's how the show ends, that's kind of like Corey and Topanga from the perspective of they knew each other.
Yeah. And see,
That doesn't mean that
right?
won't do all. That just means that I don't think that'll be like Cory and Fang. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. All I was gonna say is, I've also noticed where people have tweeted the writers, and they're like, I think, and I've seen other fans mention this, like on Facebook, that Farkle is Riley's Topanga, and I agree.
Alexis, what do you think? Because we haven't heard your thoughts on this. What do you think?
What I think is like with the Girl Meets Texas is obviously like you guys were saying with the whole Maya and Lucas and Parker and Riley. I kind of see it going really either way. 'Cause like with how like they say something happened between Maya and Lucas, and then I also think that it's gonna be for Riley a debate between Lucas and Farkle, and then whatever kind of goes from there. Maybe Maya might end up with the opposite one that Riley doesn't end up with.
So
The writers also said see it coming.
The writers also said what?
That we wouldn't see it coming, so it might not be what
Here's the
That's
thing
why
about that.
That's why I think it's going to be Riley and Farkle, because if you think about it, nobody's focused on them whatsoever. It's
Except
either
for us.
Lucas and Riley or Lucas and Maya. No one is focused on the fact that Riley and Farkle could become a couple. That's what I think they're referring to there, but that's just my opinion.
So here's a thought I have about Texas, and I want to know what you guys think about it. Are we going to see Vanessa in Texas? That's what I want to know. Is Zay going to run into her in Texas? It's a 3-part episode, so I hope we see that, because if you're going to bring it up in Rah Rah right before they go to Texas about...
Some random girl, yeah. Who knows, maybe.
Sorry, I just saw this thing pop up that said mute microphone, and I was like, did I click that? Oops. I don't know. I like Zay, and I'm curious to see where they go with him. I'm curious to see how they develop as a character over the...
Somebody on Facebook asked us, when is Girl Meets Texas airing again? Girl Meets Texas Part 1 is on Friday, the 16th. Part 2 is the 17th, and Part 3 is the 18th. All airing at 8:30.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And I will not, unfortunately, be able to watch the third part of it until later, because Once Upon a Time is on, and I absolutely refuse to miss it. So...
I wouldn't see Part 2.
I have to like DVR and then watch it right after, because I'm not going to be able to. I have to watch Once Upon a Time. I can't miss once.
You'll be seeing spoilers, so you might not want to go on Twitter.
I don't mind, though, because I think whatever's going to happen is going to happen in Part 1 or Part 2. Because Kendra and I talked about this the other night. The scene where they're at the campfire and at the dance is definitely Part 2. We matched this up with the pictures that are on the press site. Part 1 is when I think Part 1's going to be the bull riding.
Mm-hmm.
Part 2 is going to be like where they're dancing, the campfire, etc.
And Part 3 is the conflict.
And yeah, and then that's going to be like the conflict, forward dash resolution of whatever. And like I said, I think people need to relax. And you know what else I thought too, is that the other thing that might make Maya realize she likes Lucas is the fact that he could almost have gotten killed in that bull riding accident. When he falls off the bull. Like, he could have hurt his head and got a head injury. And you know what I mean? Like, it might put it in perspective for her, like, oh my god, I could have lost him.
Yes, but if he's as country boys as they make him seem, then he's done that before in his life and he has experience with it. That's it. As someone who's from Texas, that type of like bull ride, that happens on a somewhat regular basis around here. So to us, it's not as dangerous as it is to people who aren't exposed to it as much. But maybe we'll see. Yeah, they're making it out to be this really big bull.
Lauren on Twitter said they'll probably admit feelings in season 2. But no ships will be official until season 3. I think the writers are aiming for Lucaya and Ryarkle to be endgame. See, I don't know. There's something in me that disagrees with that because of the fact they're hyping it up so much. Something happens. When the writers were tweeted about, will Lucas and Maya have a kiss, they said Texas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, something's gonna happen.
Here's the thing.
What's gonna happen? Them admitting that they have feelings for each other isn't gonna be. It's not something that's big. It's not. And the way that they're looking at each other in the promos and stuff, and how awkward it is, something happened, and I think they kissed.
Yeah, but they can kiss, and no relationships can develop until season
Well,
3.
yeah, exactly.
Riley and Lucas kissing at the end of season 1, and so there's still no relationship developed. So just because a kiss doesn't necessarily mean anything for season 3. They've already said, season 2. They've already said season 3 is going to be relationships, right? So that's where I think most of that starts.
Yeah, and I think in the graduation is when it's going to become official. Remember when Corey and Topanga, at the end of season 2, Seth, I know you're listening right now, and I'm a terrible Boy Meets World fan because I cannot remember this, but didn't Corey and Topanga officially get together at the end of season 2 of Girl Meets or Boy Meets World?
They started to, I think.
No.
Didn't Sean get them together though in season 2?
Here's the thing.
That was going to kill me.
Here's the
Now
thing.
season 3.
Season 3 is the so season 3 starts when Corey runs in to Turner's apartment to meet Sean, go to school, and Corey's excited because he's going to see Topanga, and he wants to ask her to be his girlfriend, but he doesn't know how to do it.
So that happened in season 3 then?
That happened at the beginning. So they set it up at the end of season 2, I think. I'm trying to remember the end of season 2. That's
Seth, chime in here if you listen, because I can't remember.
But that officially happened season 3. Like season 2, they kind of hint at it, but it's not really official.
That's what I thought. I thought that, like, I gotta find out that episode. What episode, Boy Meets World fans, if you're listening right now, was it season 1 or season 2 that Sean tried to get Corey and Topanga together? Because I cannot for the life of me remember.
3.
I think it was.
I think it's season 3, because that's when he asked her out, because Corey wouldn't do it, and he did it so that Corey would eventually step up. And I thought that was the beginning of season 3. Maybe I'm wrong.
I thought it was the end of season 2.
Season.
Because remember, she had the hair. Because when they came back to season 2, she had like she was. Didn't she get her hair cut? I got to rewatch Boy Meets World.
There wasn't Corey and Topanga wasn't really Corey and Topanga being in a relationship. That was season 3 is when all that started. So season 2, it was kind of this. They're hinting at it, but it never really happened. Because season 2 is where they're kind of like dating random people. I think the first season 2 and 3 get kind of
yeah. Seth said it was season 3, episode 9. Brittany Murphy was in the episode.
Yeah.
So, see, they said, and I can't remember when it was. I think it was just recently. I'm going to pull up their tweet that I'm talking about. Where they talked about graduation. They tweeted about graduation.
They're filming that next week.
Oh, right here. Today, this was 2 days ago. Today we finished shooting Girl Meets the New Year. Tomorrow, the season finale, Girl Meets Graduation. Something ends, something begins.
What they're just saying that season 2 ends. They're just
so I think Lucas and Maya are going to get started. Maybe they decide, maybe they put it off and like, we can't do this to Riley. But then by like the end of the season, Riley's like, you guys need to be together. Because I think, and I said this too in a Tumblr post, I think Riley's going to be the reason that they get together. That's why everybody's like all worried about her backstabbing Riley, and I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Riley's
here's what happens.
Get together.
I could see like maybe Riley talking to Lucas, saying like you should get together with Maya, and then her having a talk with Maya about it or something.
Here's something interesting. So I think there's a conflict that happens after Texas. I agree, and I think the remainder of season 3 is Riley coming to terms with her and Lucas being better off as friends and not dating. And I think by the end of did I say season 3? Season 2.
Yeah.
By the end of the season, I think she's supportive of a Lucas and Maya relationship. I think she comes to terms with that and is supportive of it by the end of the season. But I don't think it's something that happens instantly, and I think her and Maya are going to be frustrated with each other or Riley's going to be frustrated for a while. What's also interesting is, and I don't remember when these things were shot, but as far as the Girl Meets Forgiveness episode, is part of that episode going to be about Riley still dealing with frustrations with
think
Maya. I know a lot of that's Maya and her.
Girl Meets Forgiveness is about Maya and her dad, I think.
Yeah,
But if they're
I
going
can't
to forgive
remember.
project, it's going to be about everybody's going to be forgiving somebody for something, right? So
yeah,
does
I
that mean
think
that Riley's forgiving them? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
And I just gotta say that I think tonight is our most viewed show ever.
Yeah, surely.
That's awesome.
Because we have like almost 40 viewers.
Ask us questions, guys.
Yes, if you are all listening, tweet us, Facebook us. You can post on the event page and ask questions. Yeah, Steph said forgiveness is about Maya's dad.
I know that's the main thing, but again, because it's now like the forgiveness project, right? So it's not just forgiveness. I think there's going to be more to it. I think the main characters are all going to have to forgive somebody or forgive something in that episode. I don't think it's just going to be Maya. I think it's going to focus on that, but I think the other characters are going to have a part to play in that, in forgiving other people.
I read somewhere on Instagram that Riley's forgiven Augie for something, and then I think Lucas is forgiven Parker for something. I think something like that. I don't know.
Parker, Maya, and Lucas gets mad. That's what's going to be good.
Oh man. I like it in the promo though when Maya comes walking out and he's like, "You look good." It gets so funny. It's just the way he delivered that line. Hilarious. You look good. I'm like, oh, and Maya's like, "What the heck?" It's just like, what are you talking about? Back to Girl Meets Texas, because I just remembered this. Dustin, did you see where Rowan and Sabrina were interviewed, and they talked about Girl Meets Texas?
No, I did not.
Okay, I'm
Which
gonna
one?
I've been a hermit the past 2 weeks because I've been working like 12-hour days at work. So no, I have not seen it. Oh yeah, y'all. I see questions. How did I miss these questions? Everybody's watching. Thanks for asking the questions. Sorry, I just saw them. Thank you.
The heck? But yeah, they were interviewed, and Rowan said, Girl Meets Texas is probably one of my favorite things we've ever done ever on the show ever. It is a very psychological episode because there's a lot of layers. At the end of the day, I mean, yes, the episode is about addressing all these relationships, but it's also about human nature and what we'll do for other people and what we'll do for ourselves and how we're selfish and how we're, trying to protect other people. And I think it's very interesting to watch the dynamics that Riley and Maya go into. Because it's them and the Peyton story. It's really cool to watch. And then Sabrina said a lot of stuff happens in the relationship area, a big development part of the show. And that is why I think they're going to kiss. And I think she's going to say, like, I don't know, probably totally off base, but I don't know.
Can this picture go by?
Can't wait for when we do the Hangout after Texas is aired. Just find out who's right.
Everybody's wrong. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen.
Everyone's gonna be wrong. Yeah.
Between Zay and Maya, it's gonna happen, y'all. They've been setting it up from the beginning.
Oh my god.
From the car wash scene, it's been setting it up. It's gonna happen. Just kidding. Okay. So here's a question, and we get this a lot, but I understand why people are asking it. Ben asks on Facebook, why haven't we seen what happens with Sean and Maya's mother on their date? Again, I think that's a story that will play out over the course of the series, and I think in the timeline of the show, I think the first date's already happened, but I don't think they've shown it because I don't think the writer's been back. But I think we will get to see that relationship develop. I just think it's going to happen slowly over time. So don't worry. I don't think the writers have forgotten about it. That's what I'm saying.
Nope.
I don't know. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll get back to it. I
Forget
found
this.
my hobby lately when I babysit my nephew. Sometimes, like, I'll give him the TV and then I'll just get on my brother-in-law's computer. Is to get on there and watch Girl Meets World videos, and I found the best video with Maya and Sean to I don't know if you guys know the song, but it's to Wild One by Faith Hill, and it's so cute. It's like perfect. It's like so Maya. It's like the best Maya video I've seen. It's like my favorite.
That is
Just
a
to put that
that
out
is
there.
a back song.
It is, and I can't. I'm surprised somebody didn't do
90s,
that.
early 2000s. I don't remember. It's somewhere in there.
Like, I had to convince Seth to watch it because it was so good. I was like, Seth, you need to watch this video. He's like, I can't, I don't, because he's not really big on the fan videos like I am. But
Big on it. Here's a question from Mark on Facebook, and he asks, "Do you guys like to see Rachel return?" So, do you guys want to see Rachel return? And to take it a step further, how would you like to see her come back?
wait, what was that about? Was that about Rachel?
Yeah. Would you like to see Rachel return? Which I'm assuming the answer for everyone's going to be yes. And if so,
I would. I don't
how
know.
would you like to see her come back? You don't know what?
I would, but I don't know if they will do it because I don't know if anybody has seen the actress's Instagram and social media accounts. But yeah,
I haven't seen the look.
I'll
Are
message
they
you.
not?
I'll message you.
Okay. I don't see how they don't at least have her for a cameo in some episode at some point. I just think that's.
But I do think she would be. I'm sure they would, but I mean, I don't know how parents would feel because her pictures are kind of like inappropriate that she puts on her social media accounts.
Oh wow.
I had to laugh because Lauren on Facebook said, "Can Lucas and Mikey please get together?" Somebody was like, "Who's Mikey?" And she said, "Riley." Autocorrect. I'm like, "Who is Mikey?" It's
Hold
like,
on.
am I missing?
My brain is
What
Frankie.
is Rachel's real name?
Rachel's real name is Maitland.
Oh.
Is what?
Wait, did you ask what Rachel's real name is?
Yeah, I said what's her real name? What's her social
It's
media?
Maitland is her real name. Somebody tweeted us and said, I have been seeing more and more people thinking that Riley and Zay will get together in the future.
I don't see that.
I don't see it. I see Zay as I don't see Zay dating Riley or Maya. I think we'll see him date someone, but I just see him as more of a friend in the group who dates outside of the immediate core group of 5. No, used to be 4, now it's 5. I think he's hilarious. I love Zay. He's great. I didn't like him at first, but I love him now. But I with Zay and Riley, if the writers decide to go in that direction, I just don't think that's how it's going to happen. Just want to make sure that's clear.
Somebody asked, is Charlie in Texas? Yes. But I'm not sure.
Is he in Texas?
Like, yeah, there's a picture of him, but I'm not sure like which part.
Long hair.
It's got to be part 1 or part 2. It's got to be at the beginning or the end.
Yeah.
Because presumably the bulk season, part 2 is going to be in Texas, like the whole thing. It has to be. And so part 1 is probably going to be mostly in Texas, and part 3 is probably going to be mostly in Texas. So he's got to be at the beginning or the end. Like there's no other way to put it. Because I don't think he goes to Texas. That just doesn't make sense.
I
mean, it doesn't make sense.
Why would he?
Go to Texas.
He barely knows somebody.
He really knows what?
He barely knows them.
But he's got the hots for Riley, so he's a stalker. Just kidding.
And I had to laugh because everybody on
He's gonna
Tumblr was
follow him.
commenting on his hair. They're like,
Charlie?
yeah, he grew his hair out. His hair's like longer.
Wait, since the last episode?
Yeah. And
Really
everybody
longer?
what's up
It's
with
like a
his hair.
promo. The last
Casey,
most recent promo.
Casey, try to find that picture.
Fine.
Can you do me a
Because
favor?
that's
Can
funny.
you pop that picture?
Because it's supposed to be like a month and a half. And like hair doesn't grow that much in a month and a half.
It's because of the out of like order filming.
Literally, yeah. No, I get it, but that's funny. That's funny.
No, and it did.
I
And
hope
everybody's like,
how did your hair continue?
Ah.
Huh. Here's an interesting question. Was it weird for Riley and Lucas to act that they have feelings for each other, but not in reality? I think they really have feelings for each other. I just think that they realized that it was awkward and they're better off as friends.
yeah.
I never doubted that they had feelings for each other. I thought that was kind of common. Good question, though.
God, I love searching Girl Meets Texas on Tumblr. There's also a picture somebody put on Tumblr of Maya's reaction. They think it could be to when he falls off the bowl. I almost said horse. There was a link. I just linked it to Kendra the other night, and I'm going to bring it up because it was all of the writers' tweets regarding Texas, and it was a Tumblr post. And I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to read them.
All right.
All right, I found it. Oh, wait, that's not it. Now, I do have a good theory somebody wrote on here. Somebody had a good theory. I'll read that too, and I got to find, here it is.
Theory about Texas?
I'm trying to find that one Tumblr post. There it is. No, it ain't. Where was that? I just linked her to it the other night.
So here's something that I realized the other day. After Texas, we get like a 2 or 3 week hiatus, which
We do?
Yeah. Which I
but
think we'll go on a
I'm kind of
break.
excited because I need a hiatus right now. There's just
We
been
have
so
an
much.
episode October 20 something, I think.
What?
All of November, all Fridays of November is Girl Meets World episodes, I believe.
There's 3 in
I
November,
don't know.
but after
Yeah.
Texas, there's not any more. in October.
Oh.
That'll be good, because we could go on a break with the Hangouts, too. We could do one, obviously, after Girl Meets Texas, but then just go a couple weeks without doing one.
Yeah.
Which will work out good for me, because my sister and her fiance are moving. That's why I got home later tonight, because we went to meet my aunt for dinner. But here it is. Wait, that's not it either. Oh my god, this is seriously a joke. Try to find this. It was
I don't know.
literally, or maybe it was Seth. I linked it to. I don't even know. Kendra and I just talked the other night, and we were talking about it. And I found this Tumblr post that had literally all...
Just searched all the writers' tweets.
Okay, I found it. Finally found it. It wasn't the other night. Well, it was the other night, but... What did Seth just listen to?
So, do we know if Tori and Topanga go to Texas, or is it just the kids?
I think it's just the kids.
By themselves, unsupervised. How realistic is that?
Okay. So here, this is what it is. Somebody, I'm gonna go through some of the writers' tweets that they were asked.
Well, maybe Lucas's
Well, Lucas and
parents
Maya
is-
get to. Okay, so back when they did the question and answer, somebody asked the writers, "Will Lucas and Maya get together in season 2?" The writers responded, "Texas." Somebody was like, "Stop saying Texas to everything," and then they responded, "Texas."
Texas.
I just think they're screwing with people. Like,
They are.
Somebody said, "Please respond. Will Lucas be there or involved in Maya's kiss?" They said Texas.
What?
Yeah, they're. I'm telling you, I think they're gonna kiss. Okay.
Okay.
Then somebody else tweeted and said the next.
I'm not arguing that.
Okay, another question they had was the next big Lucas moment better be where they realize how wrong they are for each other. They said Texas. Hi, is Lucas
That's all
gonna
they
ever
said.
ask Maya out? And the writer said, "Please join us in Texas."
I think to piss them
Screwing
back,
people.
all we should say is Texas to them next time they do a Q&A. Let's just keep saying Texas.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how big is the biggest Lucaya moment going to be?
Texas,
The writer said, "Your scale is not big enough."
of course.
Somebody said, "Did we plan Lucaya to be a thing or did we make it a thing?" They said, "We are planned well in advance."
Yep.
So I think they've always had it. I mean, there's just too many
Weird.
signs. I gotta show you this.
No, but if Lukai happens and then it ends for whatever reason, how many people are going to react negatively to that? What are the shippers going to do if relationships happen at all?
Oh, you know what? Either way, it's gonna be a joke. So you guys gotta read that Tumblr post. I can't
Link
read it on
it.
there. I did. I don't know Alexis's Twitter. I'll DM Alexis the link.
I don't know what the picture of Charlie is. Just watch the most recent promo and search Girl Meets Texas on Instagram.
I'm not searching anything on Instagram. No. Well, I guess.
There's no spoilers, I swear. There's no spoilers.
Well, since it's not on demand, I guess it can't be. But I get so frustrated at people that watch stuff on demand and then post it all over Instagram.
If you want to be secret, look at the most recent promo.
I don't have a problem with people watching it on demand because I watch stuff on demand, but like, don't post spoilers on Instagram.
Somebody tweeted me and said, "I watched a bit of it and I just want to know why people want Maya and Lucas together. Ryoko gross, and they must not necessarily be best friends because her mother told her she couldn't act like Riley. If they were truly close, I'm not bashing what you're wanting, but this is Girl Meets World, not Maya Meets World."
Well, maybe Maya didn't get it right, and she wasn't really as Riley. She was at herself.
Is that the criticism that right now it seems like it's more about Maya meeting the world than Riley meeting the world? Is that?
I don't know. I know that a lot of people are like, "How could she do this to her best friend?" This and that. If
Just
people
watch
would
the freaking episode.
sit back and watch
I
the
know.
episode, how it plays out before getting mad and assuming, maybe it'll be different than what you're thinking.
Okay, and so
I don't like when
here's
people.
I just want to say this story, which doesn't mean anything to anybody, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So in college, I had 3 really good friends, 2 guys, one of them was a girl. One of the guys dated the girl, and then they broke up. And then like a year and a half later, the other guy dated the girl, and now they're married, and the guys are best friends. This stuff happens in real life, people. It's not a huge deal.
That's what I'm saying, and it wasn't like they were together.
I know.
It's not like they're
I'm like,
together.
it's not gonna work, and stop.
Yeah, Riley. Okay, I'm just gonna make this clear because it is a big debate, and I think that the next Google Hangout we do, so everybody that's listening, I'm gonna have a Lucas shipper on, and I'm gonna have a Lucas and Maya shipper come on, and we're gonna talk. But
I will be the judge.
this is the thing that people need to remember. Riley had a crush on Lucas. Riley and Lucas never dated. They never really kissed. It was a peck on the lips, for God's sakes. It wasn't a kiss. It was
It wasn't even the lips. It was like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. it was, you know what I mean? It wasn't even, they never dated. They didn't even, they tried to date and it was awkward for them. So, I mean, it's like, it's not like they're in a relationship and Maya's developing friends or feelings for Lucas when her, you know what I mean? It's not like that. And the point that the writers are trying to make is that you cannot help the way you feel. And honestly, I thought Riley and Lucas were way too forced because it was apparent to me anyway that Lucas didn't really like her. It was more Riley having a crush on him.
Yeah.
And if you go back and watch that, it's obvious. And I know that the Riley and Lucas shippers don't want to see it, but the writers have stated we've had it planned, what we wanted to do since the beginning. If you go back, it's obvious what we're doing. And I always thought things were awkward with Riley and Lucas because I think that she had a schoolgirl crush on him. She was 12 when this show started out. It was a crush. A crush. She's just turning. Did she turn 13? She turned 13 in the show, right?
I agree.
She should be turning 14 this season, I think.
They probably just didn't show her birthday.
Because, oh yeah, it was Maya they showed. It wasn't, it was Maya that they showed. But it's like, it was a crush. It's not like they were together, and that's what's irritating me about some of these Riley and Lucas fan shippers. And I get it. They like their couple. They wanted to be together. I get it. I've been in fandoms, but it's like, she's a 13-year-old girl who had a crush on a guy that was very obviously just flattered by it.
See,
but with Maya and Lucas, it's been built up because of the way she's teased him and the way she's like, you know what I mean?
See, here's the thing. I disagree that Lucas didn't, with the idea that Lucas didn't like Riley. I think he did, and I think that's clear.
I think he always told her about his sister.
I do think, but again, I think the core of it is they went on a date, right? And then summer happened. They got at the end of the summer. They went on another date and realized this is awkward. We're better off as friends, and that's how it is. I think they both like each other, and I think they're still trying to figure out what that means for them as friends versus dating. But at the end of the day, yes, I think they had feelings for each other, and it didn't work out. And now we'll see what happens.
This is the Tumblr post that I wanted to read a little bit of. I'm not going to read it all because it's kind of long. But if you want me to continue going, I will. Okay, so it starts out. This is going to be long, so grab your popcorn, my pancakes, cupcakes, cowboy hats, ballerinas, and barbecue ribs. Haha. I think Texas will be an important episode for Maya because she will not only acknowledge her feelings for her huckleberry, but she'll also confirm it. She'll be guilt-ridden. That could possibly go for Lucas, too. They might have a heart-to-heart talk about their feelings and the reason why Lucas got kicked out of school. I don't want a Lucaya kiss right now, but I want a Lucas kiss. You know why? So that they can acknowledge that it's awkward and there's nothing between them as they hoped there would be. This will be the episode to make Riley realize she has a brotherly best friend relationship with Lucas. But she thought she liked him just because he's hot. There was no human connection. It was love at first sight, which hardly works in the real world, and this show is all about real life. At the same time, this will be an episode to make Maya realize that what she has with Lucas is not friendship, and under the bickering and playful teasing, she has inadvertently made a human connection with Lucas, and that she has already begun to fall for him. Lucas might realize the same. As for Riley, she has begun to notice the tension and the glances between Maya and Lucas that goes unnoticed, except for the audience, of course. And those of you say that this situation is forced or unrealistic, I 1,000% disagree with you. It is very normal to have a crush on somebody you just met because you thought they were cute. Later, the crush diminishes as you begin to know the person inside out. I have actually been there, and that is something most younger teens undergo. You can blame it on the hormones. As for Maya, she didn't have a crush, even though she plainly said Lucas is cute to his face. Moreover, she saw him first, didn't she? Lucas got on the wrong side of her demeanor. The only reason she bothered to even look at him is because he was with her BFF Riley. As Lucas opened up, it was Maya who captured by the glimpse of his real self. She started liking him as a person, and their friendship blossomed. As for Lucas, his real self is attracted to Maya, but he wanted to reform. That's why he wanted to like Riley, and he made himself believe he's falling for Riley, but all along it was his blonde beauty. As for you, should I continue going?
I mean, I kind of disagree from this just about some of the Lucas stuff from this regard. You can like multiple people. It happens in real life. So this idea that Lucas never really liked Riley, I don't think is the case. I just think as time moved on, his feelings changed, and he realized things about Riley and realized things about Maya that makes his feelings and emotions change. It happens. I don't know. I just think it's I think they're going in the direction of Lucas and Maya, but I don't like these ideas that Riley and Lucas was never anything real. I think it was, but I think as they grew up, their feelings changed.
See, I never got. I never got that with them. Like, she kind of forced herself to him, in my opinion, because like, but
Here's the thing: as a guy, you don't go to the trouble to ask a girl's parents permission to go on a date, especially in this day and age. If you don't really like them, you don't do that. You don't go to that effort. So, I think that they liked each other, and I think over the summer they liked each other. But when they got back to school, they went on a date. It was like, this is awkward, and then went and hung out as friends. Realized we're really great as friends, and that's where it is. I can't wait for Texas so we can stop debating this. I feel like we debate this all.
You know what though? It's fun to talk about, and I think that's a lot of the reason that our viewers are in, because we're still hanging on to about 34 viewers right now.
Because of these debates.
Yeah, I think that's why.
So I have a Twitter question that's on a different topic.
Okay.
So the question is, so do we think at graduation that we'll hear about another Corey and Topanga baby? Like, do we think that Corey and Topanga will realize they're pregnant at a graduation?
I hope so.
It's 3 parts, so something big happened.
What'd you say? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
Me? I think it'd be funny. I think it would be really funny, but I don't know how. You know what I mean? Danielle feels about that. Like what? I think it would be cool to say though, because it would be so funny. Some of the scenes that they could do between them, like Corey running out to get a late night snack for Topanga because of her hormones and all this, would be so funny. Seth said, "I don't want another baby. They have so many characters."
They do have a lot of characters. There's a lot of characters. I'd almost rather like one of the other characters from Boy Meets World have guest appearances where, oh look, like if Morgan was pregnant and having a baby, I think that would, I don't know, I kind of like to see that. Not every episode, but I think that'd be a better thing to write.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see Twitter. Will Maya's mom marry Sean? We don't know about that yet.
We haven't even seen them together yet, so if they do, it'll be late in the show. That's my opinion.
Somebody says it's at Blonde My Heart said, "Why do you guys think Lucas was crying?"
When was he? Where was he? Remind me where he was crying.
When was he? Was he crying in the promo? I can't remember.
I don't think he cried. He was frustrated or something.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Why don't we wait about 8 days and we'll all know?
Let's see, do we have anything on? We gotta wrap this up because we're about our hour. You know what I mean? We're about.
Yep.
But yeah, we don't know when the next hangout's gonna be, guys. It'll probably be during the week. I think, depending on. I want Dustin to be around, so hopefully you won't see it though forever. When are we gonna do it?
What do you mean I won't see it?
Didn't you say it's gonna be like 4 days before you see it all?
No. Okay, so here's the deal. So I'll probably see it. Well, so I'm gonna be in. I'm traveling a lot next weekend because I have a concert to go to on Saturday. So I'm gonna miss the first part, or excuse me, the second part, and then I will probably see all of it on Sunday night or Monday because it's gonna record on my DVD-R. So I'm gonna be able to watch it. I'm just not gonna be able to watch it live.
Okay, so we'll figure it out. You, me, and Kendra will talk. I just want to read this last comment that we got on Facebook. Somebody said, his name is Brandon, said, do you think there's a possibility that when the writer said something will end and something will begin in graduation, that maybe Ruckus ends and Ryarkle begins? So that's a good thought.
I don't know. I think no, because I think if Ryarkle happens, I think it's late in the season. In the show, because I really think that we'll see the Farkle Smackle thing develop a little more. Maybe that's just my hope, but I think that's what we'll see first.
I agree.
Because again, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Smackle ends up going to the same high school that they go to next year. Wouldn't surprise me.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Anyways, I think we're gonna wrap this up now. Okay. It's been our hour. We've been talking about it. We're not really getting any more comments and stuff. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks, Casey, for joining us again. Thank you, Alexis, for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Watching, everybody.
Yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I probably continue to have Casey join us because I kind of like her on there. She keeps up with the fandom, so I think I'll just make her regular now, too. All right, guys, so we will let you know when the next one will be. Don't forget to donate to Rowan's project, or for Rowan's birthday. You can find our post on the website. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
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 Have a nice weekend.
You too.